We live? Okay, we good. All right. I think it might be too loud. There you go. Yeah, man. Shout out to Alonzo yesterday. We was talking to a young brother. Um, he's over in the UK, and I basically told him he had like a little bit of cold feet upon joining the family business, and he's a young guy wanting to experience life, and you know he just needed some outside input, you know, on things. And I was glad Alonzo was able to help him. I was glad I was able to talk to him a little bit and help him steer himself in a certain direction. When it come down to it, that's the biggest thing. I've noticed that with my kids to an extent that when it come down to a lot of kids, they kind of fearful on talking to their parents. Looking at the point of them not even understanding or just actually, to an extent, just fear their parents, that they don't never measure up and things of that nature, and, get kind of hesitant or just, like I say, fearful of talking to them. But it was a good thing that he got some advice from us. And towards the end of our conversation, he was sounding more, to the point that he was going to, take his father's advice because, I mean, only he's putting him in the right direction. But like I say, far as being a youth, they really didn't want to hear it. And when it come down to it, MTGV TV, make this go viral. I gotta always say your name straight out. And what's going on, Gold P? But like I said, this young guy needed some help, and we were there for him. And he was like, "That's this what he liked," and he wanted to come back tomorrow. Like I say, the time difference of him being in the UK. He wanted to actually have an exact time. And I know Alonzo's going to steer him and try to get him onto more different channels because everybody don't have situations with women or stuff. Some people need financial help. Some people need forms of mental help, and some people just need a little guidance. You might be pretty good. You're just rough around the edges and you just need a little help here and there. So hopefully we can have conversations like this on different panels and different channels to kind of help these younger men make better decisions. What's going on, Ray? And it was a good thing, man, because like I said, this guy was sitting up here mad because his father wanted him to take over the family business. And to the extent you can hear him like he just want to be a regular person. He wants to celebration. Of course, he can do it with other kids. You don't realize it till you actually the boss one day. The cost is high. A lot of young kids, they take things for granted. They don't actually, really know what they want. I basically told them knowledge of self. This young guy pretty much don't have knowledge of self yet because, okay, yeah, I'm in a bad area, so I'm driving. Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Yeah, but like I said, this guy, young guy, don't really have too much knowledge of self because, his dad sacrificed, and from what he was telling me, his dad had him at 31. You know, a little bit later on in life, and I think he said his dad was 52 right now, and he's 21, and he's trying to move in a sense to where he just want to have fun. And I'm like, your dad really did a lot to, build the family business up. You got younger brothers and sisters coming behind you. You don't want to build this just to be lost in the next generation. You know, a lot of people don't listen to that different parables of the old man that, I think it was the Dubai, the Arab nation was talking about how my dad rode a camel, my my great granddad rode a camel, my granddad, rode a horse or something like that, then rode a buggy, to my dad driving a Mercedes, to ultimately, me riding in a yacht, and then back to the next generation of my grandson riding on the camel again. Because see, when it comes down to it, a lot of people, they don't use foresight. That's the whole thing when I talk about insurance, to get people with the mindset. What's going on, brother Otto? A lot of people don't get to that mindset of the, thinking of your lineage, thinking of your legacy, thinking of future future endeavors, you know. And I was listening to Edwin. I actually got over there with him. It's a long term game, Edward Anderson. But insurance is a long term game. You got to put money away. That's like your 401k as well. You're putting money away for retirement. Just set it and forget it. But the difference with the insurance, it pays out a whole lot more depending on how you structure it. That's why I try to, get people to look more on universal life insurance versus just regular whole life. Just bare necessities of giving people information here and there for them to pick up on it and, do what they can with it. But the whole thing is this, like, this young guy needed some help. We were there to help him. And, that's a good thing, because me coming in around different spaces, especially with, like I say, within the manosphere realm, that's what I, pictured and looked at a lot of these situations and scenarios to be about, is helping young brothers. And OJ, I'm gonna shoot you Alonzo's channel so you can check him out if you ain't already subbed to him. Cause y'all got a lot of stuff. Y'all be, talking similar, and y'all can do some collabos together, man, and you know, work things out. Because like I was telling people, man, like even when I started my channel, wasn't that many people. I started building my content up, start working with people, start going to different channels, supporting them. And it was more like everybody was saying at my support channel, because I've always clipped videos and sent them to people through my channel. Or, if I know them, send them a clip, let them check it out. I say, you be the judge. Now that I got the community tab, I'm always sharing channels and stuff. I think I'm gonna go back to posting people's videos on my channel as well, because of the community tab. If it works or not, that's good. But more or less, it was a lot more effective when I was doing those short clips, and people were able to go over there and check out the channels, and then go over there and sub. And I would always tell them, go sub to the chat, go sub to the channel, and that's the thing. Self care, how's it going, man? I'm always on that channel. Nice channel. Jamaican, by the way. Um, Me and her, we have conversations. I tell her that my wife's Jamaican, and so I'm always, over there supporting her channel. You know, tell people to come support as well. But E Taylor, shout out to you. I'm trying to catch everybody as they coming in here. What's going on? But yeah, like I said, I try to support a lot of people, help them build their channels. You know, support much as I can. I share you on my community tab. I talk about your channel. You know, the thing of it is, like I tell people, it's kind of hard because you can't force people to go to the channel. So it's up to them. There's several people. I've been in this space for probably 3 years, and there's several people didn't know I had a channel. And when they sub, they like the content. They back and forth, come see sometime. But the point of it is exposure. That's what a lot of people want, getting exposure, getting your name out there. So, like I said, and what's going on, Lonzo? I was just talking about last night, man. But like I said, this that's basically what I look at this space to be, helping a lot of brothers, find their way. Because like I said, when it come down to it, most guys, it's not a situation of the female, it's a situation of them finding life. It's a situation of them, dealing with finance, or it might be a situation with them, just need some type of mentoring. And so, like I said, I was happy. Me, Lonzo, and the other group of guys, Pierre, Real Deal, was able to talk to him and let him think outside the box for a moment because, you know, he was thinking only, within himself, and now he's starting to realize some things. And so that's why Alonzo basically, with him being financed, and this guy and his family, the way they were moving, he was one of the great persons to talk to in this situation for him to, kind of look at it financially in and outside. What would be his options upon his decisions that he wanted to make. So, that's why I say, this was a good thing for this young guy to come up, and like I said, everybody just reach out to everybody channel, look at everybody far as, cause I know self, let me go check out. I had to try to make sure everybody was rinsed up, in the chat. But like I say, everybody just go to other people channels and check them out. Everybody have to where you can just click on their name, pull up their channel, sub to them. You can go out and go back out and check them out later after I'm live, or when you have time. But at least you, like they say, in somebody's house and you're around. This is crazy. I'm driving behind this SUV, and I don't know what happened, but this just out of the blue. I'm just looking up, I'm driving, and I see the words "I see you" spray painted on the back of this white SUV, and gray and turquoise. Hey, turquoise is not a color that you just go to the store and buy. Well, maybe it is, but out of spite to do this, but this looks like something that somebody already had in their car, in their house, and they just grabbed it and went and spray painted it. But this is crazy. But saying the least, like I say, a lot of people, man, in and out certain spaces, even with the women, because like I say, I always talk about the women, actually helping the young ladies and, guiding the young men to, speak to men. And it always boils back to the same thing, everybody helping each other, everybody working with each other for the greater good, you know. So, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Gold Professor about to come on, so I'm about to go check Gold Professor out. And shout out to Gold Professor up here at the top of the chat. He's about to get ready to go live. So I'm gonna go check him out. Uh, like I say, shout out to everybody that came through. And you know what I always say, we here and we gone.